Welcome to our spring thing edition of the Rusty and Jan Show.
We had a very full weekend and we're going to tell you all about it.
We'll tell you about the upcoming events in our community, and then, of course, no episode would be complete without hearing from what's going on at Melalani Cafe.
The continuing tales. So if you're ready, let's get started with
The Rusty and Jan Show.
When the world comes crashing down on us, they're always there, and they're always happy company because they care. Oh yes, they care. And when you need to take out pain, well, no one else will do. Dial the phone or go on Zoom. Thank God there are friends like you. I said, thank God there are friends like you.
Our song of the week is by Marshall Lowe.
It's called Depend on Depends.
The first song is a new song I wrote, and I guess you can guess what it's about. It's called Depend on Depends. And speaking of, Richard sang a song by Tom Paxton, and I heard Tom Paxton at the Philly Folk Festival sing a song, All My Groupies Wear Depends. It's a really funny song. And I was thinking about, a song about aging, and then I remembered that song, and I came up with Depend on Depends. I hope it's funny. I hope you find it funny. Anyway. They say old age ain't for sissies, and it's a fact. Each morning I check to make sure all of me's intact. I had to get up only twice last night, and I'm grateful that my leg muscles aren't too damn tight. But I won't check the mirror when I brush my teeth, 'cause the wrinkles in my face are 2 inches deep. Old age has its indignities, without a doubt. It seems every day something else has gone south. It's clear as day I'm on a downward trend, but in the end I hope I won't depend on depends. While conditions are many that may affect older folk, what women go through is really no joke. Thinning of the bones is no laughing matter. Even a mild tumble can cause our poor bones to shatter. One common female cancer affects more than 1 in 10. Despite it all, we manage to live longer than men. Yes, old age has its indignities, without a doubt. Each day it seems something else has gone south. It's clear as day I'm on a downward trend, but in the end I hope I won't depend on depends. When I was young, I used to rush past the old who doddered with canes on the side of the road. It wouldn't have made a difference if I'd heard someone say, that person that you passed will be you one fine day. The young have to go through it all, just like we did. Wouldn't it be great to gain wisdom with bodies still fit? Yes, the young have to go through it all, just like we did. Wouldn't it be great to gain wisdom with bodies still fit? Yes, This old age has its indignities. Without a doubt, each day it seems something else has gone south. Oh, it's clear as day, I'm on a downward trend. But in the end, I hope I won't end on the pens. It's clear as day, I'm on a downward trend. But in the end, I hope I won't depend on the pen.
And now it's time for Going Out with Rusty and Jan. Welcome to Going Out with Rusty and Jan. We have an exciting lineup of guests in the upcoming weeks. On June the 7th, we will feature our friend Ted Jordan. June 14th, we'll feature one of our most devoted Melilonyites, Richard Hunt. And then on June 21st, we'll hear from Marian Halliday.
Ooh. Venues are reopening everywhere and more people are becoming vaccinated.
Yay!
Yay. Melilani Cafe is continuing to have outdoor performances, weather permitting and all, but we might be moving inside. We don't know what's going on. We'll see
Hopefully.
what's happening, so stay tuned on Thursday, so we'll let you know what's going on then. But anyhow, let's see. On Friday, June 4th, Michael London will perform from 6 to 8. Saturday, June 5th, from 2 to 5, will feature the Paris Swing Tones. And then on Sunday, June 6th, our own Barry Dwyer will take the stage from 2 to 5 for a special birthday performance. Happy birthday!
Yay!
As always, make sure you go out and support these performers and have some of Georgia's delicious food.
Yay!
Please contact Jan if you're interested in scheduling something. We are finally starting to get the hang of our hybrid virtual open mic, and last Thursday went much more smoothly. It will continue to take place outdoors in the garden at the plant shop next to Melilani every Thursday from 6 to 9:30. For now, we continue online signups every Wednesday at 5 on the Melilani Open Micers group page.
As previously mentioned, a number of festivals are planned for this season. Falcon Ridge Folk Festival will have a one-day outdoor hybrid event on June 31st in Goshen, Connecticut. More details to come as we receive them.
And we finally got some details on the Philadelphia Folk Festival. It will be a hybrid event and will take place on August 21st and 22nd. It will feature live concerts at the Spring Mountain Ski area with a maximum of 1,000 audience members. There will be no in-person camping, but will instead offer virtual campsites like we did last year. They are calling it the 59.5 Annual Philadelphia Folk Festival 2021 Pocket-Sized Edition. For more details, visit www.pfs.org. And I just want to say to Justin and the other people over there, I know some people are frustrated with the nature of how Folk Fest will be this year, but let's recognize how difficult it's going to be for them to provide anything at all. So someday this will all get good again, and in the meantime, we just want to support those people at PFS who are trying to make some sort of events for us, like they did last weekend with Spring Thing.
Absolutely. X-Fest will take place in person at the Country Creek Winery on September 17th and 18th.
And we're planning an event this fall to film scenes for the completion of a video to go with my song, Pop's Train. This will tentatively take place on September 25th, and we're envisioning a picnic-style event to include jamming and other family-friendly activities. We really hope you'll join us and possibly take part in some of the filming. It's going to be at Tuckahoe Station, so you'll know that's down there off of 47 heading down towards Cape May. and the trains are there, and we'll be there, and we really hope you'll join us and take part. And more details are going to be coming as we get closer. Toot toot.
Fall Fling will happen in person on October 1st through the 3rd with limited attendance in Green Lane, Pennsylvania. And now it's time to see what George is cooking up at Melalani Cafe. It's time for
George's Corner.
Hey everybody, and welcome to George's Corner. Happy Memorial Day. I'd like to thank Rusty and Jan for having me on their show today. And I'd like to tell you about some upcoming events. We have an open mic coming up on Thursday. We were talking about whether it rains or not, and even if it rains, we're gonna have our open mic. And then we have music on Friday and Saturday this week. So come check us out. And we had a wonderful weekend here. We had some flamenco dancing on Sunday that was great. So we're trying some new events all the time. But check out our events on Facebook and come check us out. We're open 7 days a week. Thank you. Bye.
And now it's time for Head to Head with Rusty and Jan. So, Jan, how are you holding up after the Spring Thing weekend?
Well, I'm a little tired, but it was a great weekend. It was still virtual, but we were able to hang out with our good friends Jeanette and Steve for some of it. We had a great time attending workshops such as my favorite song, Simon and Garfunkel, and our very own Songs of Low Self-Esteem, which has become a Spring Thing tradition. Charles Nolan attended and performed his song, I Picked a Hell of a Time to Be Coming Off My Paxil.
Yes, it's become the Songs of Low Self-Esteem theme song. And we had the honor of hosting the open stage on Saturday night, too. It was very well attended, and the talent of the PFS community was evident. Everyone who was in attendance was able to perform. It was a bunch of people.
Yeah, it was. And we did it. We got them all on.
We got it done.
We also took part Saturday night in an excellent Dylan night at the Steel City Coffee House and Brewery. It was a benefit for Orion Communities, which provides food and other assistance for the residents of Phoenixville.
Yes, we'd never been to Steel City before. We were really looking forward, and we met the owners and staff of the establishment, and it was just a very pleasant evening overall.
Absolutely. The music was great.
Oh, yeah. On Monday, we did something different. We had the pleasure of performing with our new classical project, including John Warnega and Mia Arison, for a performance at a special Memorial Day ceremony in Cooper River Park. We call ourselves the Tritones, and we are featuring a recording of one of the songs that John Warnega arranged for the occasion at the end of our show. So make sure you hang around for that. It's kind of different.
It's definitely different. It's beautiful.
Different from what we usually get to do.
Absolutely.
So I think you'll be surprised, and I think you'll enjoy it.
After Spring Thing was over, we hosted an after party for some of the attendees of Spring Thing to talk about the highlights of the weekend. This is how it went.
We took out the dirty parts.
Well, anyway, it was a great weekend. It really was.
Oh, absolutely. So what was your favorite part, Anne?
It was interesting. I was saying to Six, when I used to go to Spring Thing Live, like I didn't do something for every single workshop for 2 days and do an open mic.
Right.
It was easier to do it from home, but still it's a very long day, even though it's a lot of fun. Both days I got up in the morning, I'm like, okay, what am I doing? I'm organizing music, I'm putting it in chronological order, I'm putting it on my music stand, all of that, so... But it was a great weekend of music. I really do think the workshops this year and the participation were just amazing this year.
Did you have like a favorite workshop that you went to?
It was a hard pick this year because I thought they were really all good. And Kat, you were on the road, but Kathleen's animal thing at the end of the day with having Dr. Bob and Charlie, and they're all singing at 6 o'clock, the teddy bears, we're tired little teddy bears. It was a great way to end the animal workshop,
That's great.
Because we all are tired little teddy bears tonight.
Well, my favorite has always been, or one of my favorites has always been my favorite song. So we always love that.
Oh yeah, that was a good workshop.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah.
Steven,
Did a Carol ever show up for the Beatles thing?
She did?
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because when I left, they were like, I don't know where Carol is.
Yeah, she appeared right after that. Yeah. So, yeah, it was good too. They were all good.
Yeah, and we
Like
did
to
miss
have-
you this morning, Melanie.
What was that?
Yeah, I apologize for that. It's the first time I've missed since 2014. I wasn't feeling well, and I thought, well, I can sleep in, and I totally forgot about. I had been out of town, so
Right,
I was
you went to
not
Cape
in
May.
regular schedule at all. So sorry about that, but it sounds like Connie kind of stepped in, and you all did a round robin of stretching.
Yeah. Although I took a break to eat some breakfast, so.
Yeah, the one thing that was hard this year is there was no breaks for lunch, but I guess they figured if it was online, people could,
Come and go.
could go off camera. Like I actually went off camera and carried my computer downstairs while I was eating, so I could hear everything and then eat. And then,
Well,
You know.
I said to Six, I broke a cardinal rule. I don't typically eat on Zoom, but at 5:30 we were trying to eat something.
Main thing last night, we were over at Jeanette and Steve's, and Rusty and I were hosting the open stage, but we had to eat, so I'm sitting there not hunking on a big old spare rib from a Chinese restaurant. I'm like, oh God, this is not very.
Well, and the chat, Molly was so funny. She's like, well, Six messengers says, where's the pizza? She's like, we're in Connecticut. It's going to take hours to deliver the pizza to you guys.
Yeah, she messaged back, said, I'm delivering pizza to each individual house. It's going to be a while, though. We're stuck in traffic.
yeah, she said, that's why I'm in the car. I'm delivering pizza.
Yeah.
So I said, oh goody, I don't have to cook dinner tonight. Ha ha.
I gave her half my address, although she probably hasn't, since I'm a member. But
We give Molly a lot of credit because she threw out the workshops and the themes, and we took it real seriously, and Jeanette helped keep us on track with, we're going to have a song, a backup song, and even another backup song for each workshop. We really prepared, and it felt really good to do the preparation, and then it felt like it paid off because I think we played the songs as well, as we could with the time that we had. It wasn't perfect, but even this morning I was working on that Electric Man song, and I was going over and over. I did it 4 times and
great.
worked it all out. And I think that makes it a better event when when you prepare for something. And then, wasn't I telling you, Jan, that somebody said this week the quote of the week that I heard was, "Deadlines are your best friend. Deadlines are your friend." If you don't like them and you go, oh man, I don't want to be doing that. It forces you to bring it together as well as you can to have something to present. And I really enjoyed this weekend a lot. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Say that
so
to
did
a
we.
grant writer, Steve.
He lives with the grant writer.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah, who quit because I was so burnt out, but that's
Yeah.
another thing.
Right.
My favorite part today was, or my favorite part of the whole weekend actually, was when that dog was singing along with Molly.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh my God.
It was like they rehearsed it.
I know.
Too bad that wasn't recorded. Oh, that would just be so
know.
cool. A recording of that.
It
And
was
sometimes you
fabulous.
get too close and there's a dog in her face.
Oh my god! And the dog was really a lot of time. He was like on the same key kind of thing. And then he would come over and put his head on. Oh my god, so
It
cute.
kind of made me think when I was
Well,
a kid.
I thought, you know what was really funny? Like, I don't usually mute my phone because I don't get a lot of phone calls. And right in the middle of what you were singing, Six, my phone rings and it was the same key you were playing and singing
my
in.
God.
It was just like so weird. And it was a fraud call, right?
Oh, geez. You know, I was thinking when that dog was singing with Molly. When I was a kid and I was learning to play flute, I had a dog, and he would sit in my room while I was practicing, and he would go up, like lift his head like he was gonna howl, but no sound would come out, and at the very end he'd go. It'd be like this little weird growl noise, like he'd just go silent howl and then go.
Sounds like he was
did it
trying to
every
sing.
time.
Sounds like the dog was trying to sing, Gina.
Oh, look who's here!
There he is.
Well, I have to be careful because the cats will zoom bomb, but you don't want to see the cat's butt, you know?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with the cat butt.
Oh, did you see that somebody is advertising an ornament to go on the cat's butt? So when they turn around on Zoom,
Oh, I saw that.
pretty.
I saw that. I saw that.
That's been around for a while. I actually gave
I'm
it
not
as a
buying
cat
them for
gift.
my cats. I am not buying those for my cats. My cats.
Do you think it's really available or just somebody?
Oh, I think it's really available.
Really?
Yeah.
Little sparkly jewels, like with the thing that goes around the tail.
Yep.
Butt bling.
Oh God.
Isn't that what it's called? Melanie, didn't you give me one time?
Yeah. I was
What? You have butt
show
bling?
or something, and I
cat.
had everyone make their sounds when they're talking to their pets, and everybody voted on who made the best sound, and that was the gift that I gave Jan.
Oh my
She
gosh.
won the award.
I'm just glad I don't have to wear it anymore.
Silly.
Anybody else have a favorite moment?
Well, I enjoyed having you guys over all day.
Oh, that was so much
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
It was exhausting having you over all day because we were running in between rooms and the different computers and making the meals and getting that. But it was so much fun.
Thank you so much for
not
hosting
being-
that.
Yeah.
Oh, we loved it.
In
But
and out of the bedroom. It's
to
just
be
been
with
so
good
hectic.
friends instead of alone, and
Yeah.
this is a social. We're used to being with everybody, so it made
Yeah,
that was like
nobody.
really, really great. That was a real treat. So
was, yeah.
it was
Very
that was
It's the
really
first
fun.
step. It's little by little we're going to be
Yep.
adding people to our circles until we get back to normal again. But so it's good. We had a wonderful time.
It was so much fun. I mean, all the workshops went well, I think, and were, like the ones, of course, the songs of low self-esteem was always fun. And my favorite song, but also newer ones like the Animals workshop, and I really enjoyed. I was very gratified that there was a really good turnout for the Cover Your Friends workshop too, and that was
Yeah,
that was a lot
sorry
of
we had
fun.
missed that. What was yesterday? Well, we had to go play at Steel City yesterday.
No, it was today, but I know
Oh, it
you
was today.
guys.
Okay, that was. In
You
the
were
middle of-
rehearsing. You were rehearsing. Yeah.
I got
Right, I
I
can't
got
keep
the
track of
feedback on how your gig went last night.
Oh, our gig.
Yeah.
It wa-
Well, we had never been to Steel City before, and it was
No.
a great place. And we met the two owners, a couple, Ed and Julie, and
No,
they,
Laura.
Laura, his wife.
Lauren.
They're
Laura.
they're wonderful people. They've hosted our uke meetup
wonderful
there.
people. Yeah,
They really
I
are.
never,
They're great
I never
people.
knew it before. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Got to hear Penny Lane Trio, who's
Oh,
sharing our
yeah.
gig.
You know what I did?
Honest
He was at the mic and he said, "We're so glad we're going to be getting out and play again. We're going to be playing at the Melilani Cafe." And so I went up to him and I said, "I hear you've been talking to my wife."
He told me that. He
No,
said
I was
he
just
was
talking
so
to Melanie.
confused.
I never talked to your wife.
But the gig was set up through me, through Melanie, and
Right.
Yeah.
So
So Melanie,
Yeah, I didn't want to fight them.
what
I
did you
really
hear
didn't.
about how they did last night?
Oh,
yeah, so
well,
it was-
actually, it was the story of that. I hear you talk to my wife, and
Oh, really?
I talked to Jake today. Yeah.
Okay.
So he told me that, and he was rather confused. So
But you guys, was that an open mic that you went out to?
No, it wasn't an open mic. It was a Dylan show, and it was a benefit concert. So everybody had 3 songs. You went out and did your 3 Dylan songs, and it was a lot of great performers.
Oh yeah.
And I forget what what they were trying to make money for.
It was-
Orion House or something like
Yes,
that.
that's what it was, Orion.
Yeah, and Ernie and those guys, Ernie and August, I think were there.
Yep, Ernie Tokay was up there kicking down doors.
Yep.
We saw, of course, the Penny Lane Trio. Who else? Did we see?
Harry Walther was there. A name comes up once in a while, and who else?
Harry who?
Walther. Yeah. I don't know. I see him with open mic lists and things, and went to his website. He's a decent guy, recognized us. That's always a nice thing,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And we did the 3 songs we did were I Threw It All Away, She Belongs to Me, and It Ain't Me, Babe.
Nice, good choice.
did you all coordinate ahead of time so you didn't duplicate the songs?
Yeah, somebody was coordinating it. You had to pick it, and everybody was fighting it out. There was a few songs I wanted to do that we wanted to do, and
Yeah.
we couldn't do them because somebody else snatched it up for a second. "Ah!"
Yeah.
Ended up liking the songs
you
we
know,
did.
That's an interesting thing about the workshops. It happened a couple of times. Like people join late, and they're like, "Did somebody
And
do
they
this
did the same
song?"
song as somebody else.
I'm like, yeah, somebody already did
okay.
this song already. You know?
And when you think about it in the greater scheme of things,
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
different people put a different slant on it and all that.
Sure.
It really
It
does.
was really nice when Kathy Quinn came in and we were doing songs of Lois, and I had already done, the one, and she's like, "Did somebody do this?" And then she had a backup song, which was really nice. So, yeah.
It was funny because I'm thinking to myself, I think somebody may have done that, but I'm not sure because there's been so many songs. I'm thinking, did you see me kind of sitting there thinking about it? I was like,
But I really don't think it makes a difference. I really
I
don't.
don't think so either.
For the most
Right,
part.
like I remember you guys did for Emily, the Simon or Garfunkel, and I was darn, that's one I was going to do, and thankfully I had a
that's
you know
backup.
what the funniest
And
thing
then
about-
someone else did it for Emily,
Yes,
and it was
Christine
beautiful.
did it. But
Yeah.
the funniest part
Yeah.
of that is we picked it because we didn't think anybody else would cover
Exactly.
I
it.
know. I thought, for sure nobody's going to choose that one.
And it
But it is so beautiful. And it's interesting at the Simon or Garfunkel, it seems like a lot of people did the older stuff.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah.
I've been
Nobody
playing
did,
that song. I've been
yeah.
playing that song for 50 years. It's amazing. Yeah.
I was surprised that no one did the really popular ones, like Sounds of Silence and
Yeah.
Bridge Over Troubled Water. No one did those. I was expecting, that to be. Did anyone play this yet?
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Yeah, we heard the boxer.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm
you're
happy.
right.
I'm happy with how that worked out. First time I've done that one.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great.
Oh, yeah.
It was good.
It was
No
a good
diamonds
topic.
on the
It
soles
was a
of your
good
shoes,
topic.
but,
And my funny songs workshop I thought was great.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot
Yeah,
of fun.
people came up with all kinds of wacky, funny songs. So
yeah. I remember when we first started doing workshops that I thought it was about these highly skilled musicians who gave away what it was that they had learned and everything. And I felt very inferior about doing anything. And we did songs of low self-esteem because, well, that's something we can do,
Yeah, it was like
And it took off. It's
we did it
crazy.
as a joke.
Did it as a joke.
15 years later, doing it.
No, crazy.
Crazy. That's one I didn't get a chance to sing.
Oh,
That was
would've
going to
been
be
good.
my next song. Would have been crazy.
Right.
And, so many were so well attended that it was only one round. That was great. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people. So
I think it's shifted away from the technical aspects
Mm.
into
Yeah.
funny
And
songs, favorite
and-
songs.
just sharing
you know,
songs,
and
yeah.
that's-
Yeah.
And that's
And
great,
Rusty
'cause
Jen, you
everyone
weren't at
enjoyed
the
it.
end, but I made a point of saying to Molly, we had people coming in from New England and all these places and people who couldn't travel. How do we keep the virtual folks going if we ever get back to live?
Well, I can tell you exactly how we'll do it. Jan and I will do it no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter what anybody else does, they want to drop their virtual program, whatever it is, I want to do it. And you know why? Because the senior citizens who supported the Folk Music and Folk Song Society need a place to stay involved, and that's why I'm going to do it.
Right. I mean, you guys know what we did with Melani's open mic this past
A
week.
hybrid.
Last
Yeah.
couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you know, Marcia.
Yeah.
It's now both a virtual and in-person open mic, and that was not a small feat.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome. And it goes so well. If you're at live, there's this big screen where everybody appears, even the people on Zoom.
Yeah.
And people on Zoom can see the live and vice versa. It's really
Right.
awesome. But Molly did say that because they set everything up for last year's folk festival to make it all virtual, they're going to continue. So it will be like a hybrid event, so
Yeah.
you can keep
Well, I
moving.
think
It could be easily done because at the live spring thing, there's usually at least 3 workshops at once rather than just one. So you could have one stream be the virtual, like maybe in the big room, so you could show people up on stage, or I don't know. But one stream be in one location and be the virtual with live people in it, and the others be in the smaller spaces.
And it really makes sense financially too, because there are people that attend from all over now. I don't know if they did any study from last year's folk festival, but there were people attending from all over the country. In fact, even some people outside.
World.
So that feature is awesome. You
They
can.
should have a virtual campfire.
That would be
Because
cool.
people were
Yeah,
complaining
well,
this time
well-
about the hangouts not happening. They
Well,
should have
Jan
had a
and I-
virtual campfire, like one of the Zoom squares just be a crackling fire.
Oh yeah, where you have
Yeah,
those like.
although Jan and I did the campfire last year, we hosted the campfire at the fest as if we were there from the front porch stage, which used to be the campfire or whatever, So, it's but it was a very similar experience, and I'm really amazed with the whole virtual thing,
Yeah.
especially last year at Folk Fest.
Yeah,
How-
I mean, I
how
had the
close
great
they
experience
got.
of I have a high school friend who used to work reserve seating. She's been in California for years. She and her sisters rented a Zoom campground, and we've kept in touch. But it was really nice to see her live. It was like amazing
Well-
because she used to work reserve seating like 50 years ago. But she and her sisters got a Zoom campground. It was way cool.
Yeah. So I think a lot of the issues are going to be with like with us. We do our Rusty and Jan show every week. How do we monetize it? How do we figure out how to reimburse ourselves for the time? Do we get sponsors? Do we join Patreon? Do we have YouTube and ask for subscribers? It's a whole new world. But there's one thing I know: I can't give it up, and they'll never let the Folk Song Society give it up. They never will. They've come too far. It's
Yeah.
become too much a part of who they are now.
Yeah.
No, I think they've committed to always having the virtual
Yeah.
part of the festival, and what they will be doing this year, there'll be the one live stage, but the other stage will be all virtual stuff, and then there'll be the campsites also. So, yeah, I mean we've decided not to go to the live concert, in part because we're still not sure about the being in a crowd that size. Although they are
Supposed
looking
to be
at all vaccinated people
vaccinated,
or
yeah.
or tested, but also because we loved being co-hosting Club Melani's campsite last year, and having that social aspect and having the schedule, and we've talked to Rusty and Jan about doing that again for this upcoming fest. So I think that's going to be like for us that's really a motivator to stick with the virtual rather than only being able to do the in-person thing. But I had a question about wondering about last night, because last night there was sort of a campfire. There was it wasn't a campfire, but there was an open jam late at night, and it was after the streaming
Concert.
archives.
Yeah.
Which we tried to watch the archives, and it looks like they started really late, or they got something, and so we went and took a nap. And what we did was left the computer in this room on with the
The idea here,
with the Zoom thing in case music started,
we would hear
and
it.
then we would hear it in the bedroom while we watched TV and took a nap. And really, there was almost no music until very late. There was just a smattering of people. And
Bill from Houston.
But the other thing that was, and this goes back to what you were speaking about earlier, Rusty, about people who don't get to share their music otherwise. There was that man Joe, who really impressive. I've never met him or seen him before, and he said that the pandemic year has been so great for him because of his limitations, had not been able to go out and play music, and this has opened up and his ability to do that. And he apparently used to be a touring musician or playing out a lot, and that was really moving. That this experience gave him more of that opportunity, and we were impressed with his musicianship, and that was really
And that,
Where was he from? Does anybody
and that's
know?
what virtual does. I mean, if you can't do those hills, if you can't even be in a cabin, that's what virtual does for you.
Where was Joe from? He wasn't local, was he?
No, but he said, he said something about a friend of his. I think he was in Texas or something, because he talked about the song that he covered, and he said it was a friend that he had played with who had won Kerrville.
Well, he's in New York City, though, I think.
Yeah, I've seen him at other things. I have.
Have
I
you?
don't know,
He's in New York
possibly
City, I'm
somebody.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, again, as we get older and people develop I mean, myself, I have fibromyalgia and I have problem with my legs, all this pain. I can't see how I'm going to be able to climb the hill, and at the folk festival, I don't know if I could attend because of that condition that I had developed over the past few years. So for me, if they didn't have virtual, it might mean that I can't be involved. And I think as we get older, like you were saying, Rusty, the seniors that that can't camp or whatever, can't walk up those hills, you can still be involved, and that's.
I once talked to them about trying to do something for seniors, to accommodate them. Maybe take that pavilion at the top of the hill and set it up like a dormitory or a semi-medical facility, and some, kind of beefing up wheelchair access and that.
It's a good idea.
Well, I always said that, but then they came back to me with, "This is a farm." There's just no way. And so I take your point, but it doesn't.
It's not a hospitable site for folks who are, using wheelchairs and limited mobility. It's just not.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what you said, Rusty, if they could leave that lower section there where there's a road along the left and people can be transported up there, that's not as steep right there.
They have the dance pavilion, which would be perfect.
That's right.
to
They could put a monitor in the dance pavilion.
Yes.
And absolutely. And it would be right near the parking lot, and then you don't have to go up and down the hills, and you could be on the upper level without doing the climbing. I have problems with climbing too, and when I thought there might be a festival, I was talking to my doctor, how's the timing for me to get steroid injections by the end of July? Now I don't have to get more steroid injections because we're not going to go to the festival, but I wouldn't be able to do the fest unless I did that, and I'm not even sure even with that anymore I could, because of my limitations. They're not that bad, but they're limitations. So it's very challenging, and as the weather gets crazier and things get hotter, that's going to be another thing that is going to create physical challenges for folks.
So imagine this, right? Imagine the dance tent, right, that they have there all ready to go, perfectly level. It's right off the street, got a parking lot, got everything they need to accommodate wheelchairs. All they got to do is put in a concrete ramp. That's it. So that's all set up. And imagine at the end of down the end, There's a great big movie screen that has the main stage. And anybody
Well,
who's a
we
senior
send
can
it out
come
all
as a
over the
day
place. I'm
pass.
sorry, that's my job. It's PFF TV. We send it out all over the place.
Well, no, hang on there. Hang on there. What I'm talking about is that you could accommodate this group of people right there on location at that place, and then you could do TV too, and it
Yep.
could stream, and you
Yep.
could make it go around the world and accommodate a lot of people.
Yep.
The point I'm saying that technology came along, and we had no choice when the pandemic started. It just bit us in the ass and said, "You better keep up, or you're out of the picture."
Yep.
And then if people
Sink or
accommodate,
swim.
and it's not going away. And there's a lot of I think the challenge is, can we keep up with this technology, and can we use it to make it good for everybody?
Right.
Supported us for 50 years. You know, why not?
Yeah, the thing is, the Folk Society has so many older members. It's largely
Yeah, exactly.
we've got to recruit some younger members for one thing, but also we've got to accommodate the people that helped Folk Society to exist.
Yeah, well, I've often thought that they
Hey.
should have.
Hey, can I
Oh.
interrupt for a second?
You're Rusty.
Can I interrupt for a quick second? We missed Billy Quigley's birthday yesterday.
But I
I
was-
thought he was going up. So I want to say happy birthday, Billy Quigley.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Birthday.
Oh, could I?
We were looking for you.
Thank you, everyone. You guys.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, dear
Happy birthday. Should we give him a
Yes.
Zoom happy birthday song?
Yeah, let's do it.
Should we do it?
Everybody's in a different key.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Billy, to you. Happy birthday to you.
All right, all right. That was excellent.
That's funny.
That was perfect.
Bill, yesterday on yesterday's
I love you guys.
Love you too, Bill.
Bill, on yesterday's schedule, there was a workshop that was called Quirky Songs with Bill.
We all thought it
We
was
all thought it
I
was
thought it was
you.
you. Yeah, I thought it was
that
you.
I was
too.
expecting that it was going to be you, and it was your birthday, and so people were saying, "Happy birthday, Bill! Happy birthday!" And
you're
it
good
wasn't
at
you.
jokes. You're
It
good
was
at
a different
jokes.
Bill.
A different Bill.
Bill Quigley running a quirky song workshop. That makes sense.
I thought the same thing. I was a little surprised to see that it wasn't.
Well, I mean, this is just like silly little feedback.
Yeah.
There's more than one.
I always
Bill.
think it's funny that the Folk Society never puts anyone's last name. I mean,
No, you know
there's a lot
what?
of Marches in the world. There's a lot.
Wait,
of
wait, you know, the first,
they
wait,
quit with the last name. You
the
know,
first version of it had some people's last name, like Kathleen Geis, Marshall Lowe. A few people had their last names, and most didn't. And then at the last version, there were no last names.
Oh, my goodness.
Were they protecting our anonymity?
I don't think so.
Everybody, I think we're gonna say goodnight. It's been a really long day.
Do you want to do a song or something before you go?
Yeah, why don't you
Do a song? Are we doing that? We
I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you want to do some? Do you want to go around and do a song each?
This is going to be the other song that we would have done if we had gotten a second. Yeah, our backup song for Songs of Low Self-Esteem.
Oh, I'm glad
And
I got to hear
who
it because
wrote this song, Steve?
This was lyrics are by Hal David and the music's by Burt Bacharach.
Oh, wow.
on by. Foolish pride, that's all that I have left. So let me hide the tears and the sadness you gave me when you said goodbye. Walk on by.
Don't stop.
Walk on by.
Don't stop.
Now you really gotta go, so walk on by.
Don't stop.
Baby, leave you never see the tears I cry.
Don't stop.
Now you really gotta go, so walk on by.
Don't stop.
Baby, leave you never see the tears I cry.
Don't stop.
So walk on by.
Okay.
Do you wanna dance? Hold my hand. Tell me, baby, that I'm your loving man. Oh, baby. Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance under the moonlight? Hold me, baby, all through the night, oh baby. Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Oh, do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance under the moonlight? Hold me, baby, all through the night, oh baby. Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance under the moonlight? Squeeze me all through the night, oh baby. Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Oh, do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Oh, do you wanna dance? Oh, do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance? Do you wanna dance?
This is another 15th century piece. Can you tell I like old music? Anyway, I've heard other people do this, but this is my version of She Moved Through the Fair. Let me find a good opening pitch. My true love said to me, my mother won't mind, and my father won't slight you for your lack of kind. And she moved away from me, and then she did did say, it will not be long now till our wedding day. Then she moved away from me, and she moved through the fair, and so proudly I watched her move here and move there. Then she turned away homeward with one star awake, like the swan in the evening moving over the lake. Well, the people, they were saying no two e'er were wed, but one had a sorrow that never was said. And I smiled as she passed with her goods and her gear, and that was the last that I saw of my dear. Well, last night she came to me, my true love came in, and so softly she moved, her feet made no din. Then she laid her hand on me, and then she did say, it will not be long now till our wedding day.
Sure, this is a Blaze Foley song called Faded Love, Loves and Memories. Faded Loves and Memories. Faded loves and memories, how they take the best of me. This old chain around my shoulders only making me look older than I am. I'll get over you someday. Faded love and memories, where I go, they follow me, and I just can't seem to lose them, so I might as well just use them one more time, one more sad old country song. Faded loves and memories. Yesterday they let me be. Some girl smiled, so I walked over, flipped her hair and brushed her shoulder, so I know I'm getting stronger every day. Faded love and memory.
I'm going to do this one a cappella. It's called Music's All I Have. Music's all I have, all I can count on. A hand in my hand, ever sure, ever young. For lovers grow sad, and dreams are forgotten. The best times I've had happen once and are gone. Music's all I have, all I know won't betray me. The one friend on earth I know I won't betray. In good times or bad, the music's there waiting to true to itself, to demand or obey. Music's all I have. When my courage is shattered, a reason to cling to the world at its worst. When the poetry stops and nothing else matters, the music still brings back my hope and my thirst. Music's all I have, all I need, all I care for. One pure strain of joy against a lifetime gone wrong. It lasts longer than love. It's the reason I'm living. For as small as I am, I can hold in my hand all the world in a song.
I'm going to do Geordie, and this was written, this is fine to do because it was written in the 17th or 18th century by, it doesn't say who, an 18th century English broadside ballad. So I don't know who wrote it. As I walked out over London Bridge, one misty morning early, I overheard a fair pretty maid was lamenting for her Geordie. Oh, my Geordie will be hanged in a golden chain. Is not the chain of men. He was born of the king's royal breed and lost to a virtuous lady. Go bridle me, my milk white steed. Go bridle me, my pony. I will ride to London's court to plead for the life of Geordie. Ah, my Geordie never stole nor calf nor cow. He never hurted any. Stole 16 of the king's royal deer, and he sold them in Bohemia. Two pretty babies have I born. The third was in my body. I'd freely part with them, everyone, if you'd spare the life of Geordie. The judge looked over his left shoulder. He said, fair maid, I'm sorry. He said, fair maid, you must be gone, or I cannot pardon Geordie. All my Geordie will be hanged in a golden chain. 'Tis not the chain of many, 'tis not the chain. Stole 16 of the king's royal deer, and he sold them in Bohemia.
I remember that sweater.
Oh, yes. That looks tasty.
Princess, he calls me Pineapple Princess all day as he plays his ukulele on the hill above the bay. Pineapple Princess, I love you, you're the sweetest girl I've seen. Someday we're gonna marry and you'll be my
Thank you.
That was great.
All right. Thank you guys so much for coming out and spending this with us.
Oh,
Hey,
thank you for hosting
Thank you.
this.
Thanks for all you guys do.
Yeah, thanks for all the work, everything
Oh,
you
yeah.
do.
You know,
Yeah,
you
you
have
did a lot of
put
work.
this music community together all year long, and I just want to thank you for that, my dear friends.
What community? There would be no community. We don't make any community. Rusty and Jan are not a community. No. You're the
You helped pull it
community.
together for
You
sure.
You're the
make it
glue. You're the
work.
glue.
No.
Yeah, you're
You
part of the
are
glue.
the guys that make it all happen.
Trust me,
not us.
Rusty,
If
you're
you
the
didn't show up-
instigator.
You're the guys
It's all
that make
your
it
fault,
worth it,
Rusty.
though.
Trusty Rusty.
The instigator.
There you go.
Hi, guys.
Love you
Good
all.
night. Get some rest. Get some rest.
Yeah, get some rest.
Well,
Have a great night. Have a nice pizza.
So we really hope you enjoyed episode 18 of the Rusty and Jan show as we negotiate between live and virtual performances.
It does feel encouraging to see people out and about and finally reclaiming their lives once again.
Oh, yes. 2 tops and T-shirts. Boy, it's just wonderful. I guess this nightmare of a pandemic might be over soon.
It's definitely been made more tolerable through virtual experiences with friends like you.
Thank you.
Join us next week for our regular format back on Monday nights again.
Hopefully from some new and interesting locations and maybe a few surprises.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
Ooh.
Here is a demo of one of the songs that we performed for Memorial Day Veterans Ceremony yesterday. It's an arrangement by John Warnega for 2 flutes, clarinet, and guitar. Here is America the Beautiful.
Ooh.